Hello, this is Kevin Scanlon with All City Real Estate. As you may know, here at All City, we are big believers in a collaborative agent world, a world where information and knowledge can cross over broker boundaries such that we're all better professionals, such that we're all held to a higher professional standard, and we're all that fiduciary for our clients at the highest possible level. And to that end, I want to share with you a situation that occurred this weekend with one of my All City agents, and it's something that I've seen more than a dozen times over the last several years, especially as the market tends to get hotter. What happened was an All City agent listed a property and received an offer from a buyer's agent representing a set of buyers. The listing agent presented that offer to her sellers. The sellers made a counter offer back to the buyers, which the listing agent conveyed, sent to the buyer's agent, conveyed the terms verbally, of course, sent it electronically, sent the counter offer electronically, that had been initialed by her sellers. And the buyer's agent, when the listing agent sent this, basically said on the phone, boy, I think we're going to have a deal here, because I'm pretty sure my buyers really want this property, and I think this is a done deal. And presented that counteroffer to his buyers Friday evening. They signed off on it, and the buyer's agent executed it Friday night, late Friday night, about 10 o'clock, apparently. Well, what the buyer's agent did not do is notify the listing agent that the contract had been executed. And according to the Texas Real Estate Commission, there are 4 criteria that determine whether a contract is executed, valid, and enforceable or not. And those 4 criteria are: the contract must be obviously in writing, all initials and signatures must be in place, the acceptance of the terms must be clear and unequivocal, and the 4th step is that notification must take place. In other words, the last party to sign off and the last party to fill in the executed date must communicate acceptance to the other party. That never occurred in this circumstance. Well, guess what? Saturday morning, about 9 a.m., the listing agent receives another offer from a different set of buyers represented by a different buyer's agent. The offer was all cash, close it in 10 days, $20,000 over the price that had been verbally agreed upon with buyer agent number 1. She called me in a panic, said, I don't know what to do. I think we're under contract. I said, has notification taken place? Did buyer's agent number 1 notify you that the contract had been executed? No, he did not. I said, I know it stinks. It sounds like an agreement was in place. It's not going to be a fun phone call to make, but if your sellers want to sign off on this offer number 2 that is $20,000 higher, it's your fiduciary obligation to accommodate that. So what you have to do is you have to immediately, before he communicates acceptance, before he notifies you that the contract has been executed, you may rescind that counteroffer that you sent Friday night. You may, in other words, pull it off the table. And you're free to then negotiate with other parties, and indeed free to have your sellers sign off and execute this offer that came from buyer's agent number 2 that is obviously in your client's best interest. And that's really the bottom line here. It's no fun to make that phone call. You're going to have to deal with some very ticked off agents and some very ticked off buyers because their agent didn't understand what constitutes a valid and enforceable contract. in the eyes of TAR and in the eyes of the Texas Real Estate Commission. So it's not a fun phone call to make, but we have our fiduciary obligation to our clients that we must fulfill at the highest possible level. And this includes making sure that we understand all of the layers, all of the nuances that are a big part of our industry. So if you have any questions, I would encourage you to contact your broker. If you would like to discuss this further, you're always free on this issue or any other to contact me. I would be happy to help. This is independent of recruiting in any way. This is about helping you, and this is about raising the bar in our industry. You can always feel free to call me at 512-775-3846, or you can email me, kevin@allcityagents.com. I wish you the best of luck in your career and the best of luck in this new year, and please, please have a wonderful 2017. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.